Hello scientists, Mrs. Noun here again. Today we are going to read a book, Jojo the Wizard Brews Up Solids, Liquids, and Gases by Eric Brown and illustrated by Robin Boyden. So today scientists, as I read this book, there's several things I want you to do. First, I want you to keep your eyes and ears open for science vocabulary. I'm going to underline those words as I read them. The other thing I want you to pay attention to, as the book talks about the 3 states of matter, I want you to look up for any information that will help describe the shape and the volume of each state of matter. Okay? And also, let me know if you come across any other interesting facts. All right? Let's get started. Jojo is a student at Mrs. Tickle's Academy of Magic. His favorite class is Spells for Bad Smells. Sometimes he doesn't do his homework though, and he gets into trouble. Once he made up a spell that doubled his name. He didn't learn how to change it back, and now he's Jojo. Jojo's least favorite class is regular old science. Today in that class, they were studying something called states of matter. Boring. So Jojo brewed a potion to turn his regular old science homework into chocolate bars. Here's a word I found, a very important, actually phrase, states of matter. But he made a mistake, and the homework turned into a chocolate syrup instead. What happened here, Jojo? Asked his teacher, Mrs. Tickle. What were you trying to do? Me? Nothing, said Jojo. Isn't this your homework, said Miss Tickle. You turned your homework into chocolate syrup? Jojo looked at the floor. I was trying to turn it into chocolate bars, he said. Miss Tickle smiled. It's a good thing we're studying states of matter, she said. You have a lot to learn. Matter is boring, Jojo said. Then he added, by the way, what is matter? There's another science vocabulary word I found, matter. Matter is what everything in the universe is made of, said Miss Tickle, from dirt to dump trucks, from animals to apple juice. Even air is made of matter. Even air? Asked Jojo. So what makes matter matter? Anything that has mass or weight is matter, answered Miss Tickle. You don't think of air as weighing anything, but it does. It just weighs very little compared to other things, like chocolate syrup. Here's some more science vocabulary words I found. Mass, weight, and compared. Scientists compare many things. And matter. Okay, but what about these states? Asked Jojo. Right, said Miss Tickle. Matter comes in 3 states, solid, liquid, and gas. A chocolate bar would be a solid. Chocolate syrup is a liquid. Get it? Jojo bit his lip, thinking, not really. Solid. Another science vocabulary word. Can you find some more? Liquid. Any more? Gas. Miss Tickle said liquids, like water, milk, and chocolate syrup, flow. Like go with the flow? Asked Jojo. Sort of. To flow means to slide around and change shape. A liquid takes the same shape as its container. Did you see what I see? This phrase lets us know about the shape of liquid. So any liquid will take the shape of whatever container it's in. I see a couple containers full of liquids here in this picture. Can you find them? When you pour a glass of milk, the milk is the shape of the glass that holds it. This chocolate syrup doesn't have a container, said Jojo. Right, said Miss Tickle. That's why it is flowing onto the floor. Okay, I get it, said Jojo. There sure is a lot of this liquid. Even though liquids do not have a definite shape, they do have a definite volume, said Miss Tickle. Yes, I can hear it dripping. Not volume as in how loud it is, said Miss Tickle. Volume means how much space it takes up. Chocolate syrup takes up as much space in a bottle as it does on the floor. It would look different in the bottle, but it would have the same volume. Okay, on this page, scientists, I found some more important information. Here's a science word, volume. Now remember, we're not talking about loud and soft as in sound, but we're talking about a measurement, how much space something takes up. And here it tells us about liquids do have a definite volume, no matter if it's on the floor, in a graduated cylinder, in a pan, it still has the same volume. Let's keep reading. What if I drank it all, asked Jojo. It would take up the same space, said Miss Tickle, but it would be space inside you. Well, eating homework would be more fun than doing it, said Jojo. Let's keep reading. Wow, this liquid is getting everywhere, Jojo said. Can you change it? Shall I abracazap it into a solid? Miss Tickle asked. Chocolate bars? Oh, yes, please, said Jojo. Miss Tickle waved her wand at the liquid and said, abracazap. The liquid began to gather into a solid shape, the shape of one big chocolate bar. Yum, said Jojo. He reached for the chocolate. Hold on, said Miss Tickle. Aw, said Jojo, that chocolate looked good. So here's another science word, solid. How is the solid different from the liquid? Asked Miss Tickle. It keeps its shape, Jojo said. Right. Do you think you could change that shape? Jojo's mouth was watering. You could break it up and eat it. Right again, Jojo. A solid holds a certain shape. Its shape can be changed, but it takes some force. A chocolate bar is easy to break or eat. To change the shape of a rock, though, you would need a lot more force. What about volume? Asked Jojo. If you change the shape of a solid, does it keep the same volume like a liquid does? Yes, said Miss Tickle. There is only one state of matter that changes volume. That's gas. So here's some more information. A solid keeps its shape and it has the definite volume as well. Miss Tickle waved her wand over the chocolate bar and said, abracadizzle! The chocolate bar began to dissolve and float into the air. There, said Miss Tickle, now we have chocolate gas. I've never heard of chocolate gas before, said Jojo. Here's another science word, gas. Me neither, said Miss Tickle, but look how it expands. That means it grows. It is changing shape and volume. Only a gas does that. It expands and constantly changes shape. What are some other gases? Asked Jojo. Oxygen is a gas, said Miss Tickle. The air we breathe is a mixture of gases, including oxygen. So here's some more important information. It expands and constantly changes shape. So a gas does not have a definite volume. Did you find any science vocabulary words on this page? Here's some more information. It does not have a definite volume. Miss Tickle, lots of people can't do magic. How do they change matter from one state to another? Asked JoJo. Good question, said Miss Tickle. You can change the state of matter by changing its temperature. Heat a solid to a high enough temperature and it will turn into a liquid. If you keep raising the temperature, the liquid turns into a gas. The opposite happens when you lower the temperature. Okay, scientists, this is really important information when they talk about temperature as it relates to the states of matter. Temperature is what causes the states of matter to change from one to the other, whether it's rising temperatures or lowering temperatures. Oh, like water, JoJo said. Water is a liquid, but if you make water super cold, it turns to ice, which is a solid. And if you boil it, it turns into steam. Is steam a gas? Miss Tickle nodded. Scientists, do you know what another word for steam is? Water vapor. Well, wait, JoJo said. Anything can change states? Sure, said Miss Tickle. Most substances are in their natural state at room temperature. Water is liquid. Bricks are solids. The temperature to change a substance from one state to another depends on the substance. Substance is another science vocabulary word. JoJo said, I remember that ice turns to liquid at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. But pumpkins turn to liquid at, well, at a higher temperature. Fahrenheit and Celsius are two science words. These are two terms we use when describing temperature, whether in standard units of measure or in metric. You're a fast learner, JoJo, said Miss Tickle, and don't worry, I can make another copy of your homework. Oh, great, said JoJo sadly. And I can do something else for you too, said Miss Tickle. She waved her wand again and said, Abracadoodle! A small black cloud went poof above JoJo's head. What happened? He said. I changed your name. Now you're just Joe again. Thanks, said Joe. And then he started on his solid new homework. Hello, scientists. I hope you enjoyed that story. On this final page is the glossary. It goes over important terms in the book. I wonder if we underlined all of these words in the story. Also at the bottom, there are some more books you can read, as well as an internet site, www.facthound.com. Check it out. And until then, have fun with science.